Anna here, and today I have a quick tutorial for a fun card for you. I will be using cards for kindness stamp set from scrapbook.com and some butterfly dies. I'm starting with a square watercolor paper base, and I'm applying mist. Sorry, I was missing the word. Using the piece of foil from my trash can, and I'm just pressing it into the paper, mixing two colors, but you can use only one if you want to. I just wanted to add something darker as my first mist was just too light. And when everything is dry, I'm using the brush to splash all over it. You can use distress inks, distress oxide inks, any ink, just add a little bit of water to water it down, and you can use the same technique as I did here. And when my background was dry, I was ready to stamp a sentiment, and I'm using this fun new product from scrapbook.com. This is the sticky mat that holds your projects when you are working on them. It's a little bit sticky, but not that much, so you can remove the project safely. And I will be stamping Happy Birthday from the set. There is a whole initiative cards for kindness started with scrapbook.com, and I will link you the description in the description box what it's all about. So maybe you will be interested in donating some of your cards, and they will be sent to people who are helping us in everyday tasks, medical services, teachers. It's just a nice way to say thank you. And I will leave you the link in the description box so you can read more about it. And after I stamped with clear embossing ink, I am using rose gold embossing powder. This one is from Altenew. I have like 6 or 7 embossing powders only, but I really love how quickly it solidifies. So this is a really good quality embossing powder. What from what I know, in my humble opinion, because as I said, I'm not a master. I don't own a lot of powders. So I stamped the title, and now I will be adding some tiny butterflies from the same stamp set using 2 Catherine Puller pink inks, but you can use any other ink. You don't have to use this one. You can use distress inks, so whatever you have on hand, you can use it. You can of course change the color palette. It doesn't have to be pink, it can be blue, yellow, whatever suits you. So you can easily turn this card into like a masculine card, and instead of butterflies, you can stamp stars, so it will be more masculine. But who said guys cannot like butterflies? And I'm stamping with 2 colors of the ink using different sizes of butterflies, and I'm doing it around my happy birthday inscription. But do not worry to stamp over it, because you will be able to wipe it off. Ink won't stain the embossing powder, so you are safe here. And I'm just using small okay, I'm lacking words today. Acrylic block, yeah, it was this word, to stamp, because it's much faster than using the stamping platform. I'm just using my stamping platform to hold the card in place, and this great sticky mat helps me to just have my card in the middle of the working space. And before I will close the Misty, I will put the protective foil on top, so my sticky mat won't be getting any dust or something. Off camera, I sew around my happy birthday title using the golden thread. It's a gold metallic thread, and sewing with it is just a nightmare. And it was, I don't know if it's my sewing machine, or I don't know, maybe it's not meant for, well, it's not meant for paper, but it's more not meant for paper than just regular thread. But I finally was able to do so. So it's a wonky circle, but it was supposed to be wonky. I'm not a straight sewer, so you will not get any straight sewing from me. And now I'm picking some pink shades from paper pads from scrapbook.com that I will use to cut out some tiny little cute butterflies. There were 2 sets released. This one is called Butterflies number 2, and those are just the outlines of 6 butterflies. There is also the second set, it's called Butterflies, and it has 3 butterflies, but it has 6 dies, so you have an outline and the intricate butterfly in between. I arranged all of my 6 dies on top of the cardstock, and I secured every one of them using a strip of a mint tape. This is such a handy tape. It is a low stick tape, so it will not rip off the layer of your paper, but it holds the dies on place and makes it so much faster to just change papers and roll over the die cutting machine. So I don't have to rearrange the dies, and I left some spots empty to press off the butterflies. So I'm adding the card on the card base. I was thinking what it is. It's a card panel, maybe. So I'm gluing it down to the card base. This is the pink card base, like a dusty pink. I made it by myself from a piece of cardstock that I had in my stash. I just thought it would be more fun than regular white cardstock. And I'm arranging the butterflies in the circle around where the golden thread is. It will also help me cover some boo-boos that I made while stitching, where the thread wasn't cooperating with me. So butterflies have 2 purposes. First, decorative elements. Second, hiding boo-boos. So yeah, I make a lot of mistakes, and most of my projects are just finding creative ways to hide them. So when I'm happy with how the butterflies look, I'm using dot of glue to glue down all of them. I'm only applying the glue in the middle so I can kind of lift up the wings and make it more dimensional. And I'm finishing up my project using a rose gold pearl pops of color. Before I apply it onto the card, I'm checking on the separate sheet if it's like running smoothly, because you don't want to press too hard because it's clogged, and then you will have like a big blob of pink on your card. So it's always safe to check it first. And when I applied it, I'm tapping from the bottom to make it flatter. And here it is. Here is the finished card. And I had so much fun creating it. I hope you like it too. Thank you so much for staying with me. Check the description box for all the links. Here are some other videos you may like, and I hope to see you soon on my YouTube channel again. Thank you so much, and bye bye.